To be honest, you guys, if I was on the show, I feel like none of the guys would like me. Like, all these girls are so pretty. Welcome to Hot Topics and Makeup. Today's video, we're gonna be talking all about Singles Inferno, the hottest Korean dating show on Netflix. If you have not watched it, this video is going to contain a little bit of spoilers, so go watch it and come back, or if you're okay with spoilers, I let you guys know. There has been a hot debate of colorism. Is it really colorism, or is there some kind of miscommunication? And what kind of guys I would be avoiding if I was on this island? And who is your personal type, and who would you go for out of these contestants if you were on the show? Also, if there's anything you would like for me to talk about or see in the future videos, leave a suggestion down below, because I'm getting to a point where I'm just a little bit bored just talking about K-pop. So if there's any suggestion. On my skin, you know, I'm using the foundation that I sang the commercial for. A lot of you guys were interested because it's so good. It's by Laneige. It's the matte cushion, so I'll leave a link down below. Makes my skin look amazing. It's affordable. 10 out of 10 recommend this, and I sing for it. And I'm trying this new palette. Look how beautiful this palette is. Okay, so Singles Inferno is a Korean dating show. They're all stuck on this island and you need to find your love or your match. All of these contestants have a very unique personality. They're all different. Funny thing is, in American dating shows, they literally sleep with each other on the first night. But in Korean dating shows, they probably don't even hold hands with each other until like the end of the show. So I personally don't enjoy watching American reality shows because they are just too like out there. So let's just knock out the whole colorism thing at first. So there was a controversy when all the contestants were first meeting each other for the first time. I believe one of the male contestants described this female as she's very white and pale. Now, I believe in Korean, the guy said, "Oh, 피부가 되게 하얗다." So a lot of international fans took that as colorism. Other than one contestant, I don't remember any of the contestants ever describing their ideal type as pale and innocent. A lot of international fans also took as the describing of innocence as having an ideal type of a child, which I absolutely do not agree with. I don't know why people are associating A with B. A commenter says, "Hoyeon is so gorgeous and sweet. I feel she's being ignored because of her tan." Korea has always been one of the most colorous countries for the past. Made me so happy the dude who kept talking about her being innocent and pure didn't get with her. So there was a blog post by a Korean who posted on what's going on with the international fans. So this person says, "To be honest, I do understand the international audiences, but unlike America or Canada, Korea is mostly one race country or one ethnicity country. And to describe someone with white skin, 하얀 피부, is something that only Koreans call to other Koreans, not to someone else that is not Korean. To say that that's racist, I don't get it. Culture and ideal types is usually standardized based on your own culture and where you grew up. So if in America, like the beauty standards are having big boobs and big butts, does that mean you're discriminating people with flat chest and flat butts? How about pale people who like to change their skin color by tanning? Does that mean you're discriminating people who have pale skin? Just because you have different ideal types, it doesn't mean that you're discriminating against another." Ojin Tech, he described his ideal type as someone who looks healthy and liked Soyeon, who is a bit tanner. So if he likes healthier looking girls, is he discriminating the people who are opposite of her? And goes on to say that the translation pale and pure can be interpreted differently based on different cultures and race. So a lot of Koreans are saying that when they were watching the show, when someone describes another Korean as, "Wow, she has very white, pure, translucent skin," it means that, wow, she has very clear, translucent skin. And that's one part of beauty in the Asian culture. But it does not automatically translate to tan skin or darker skin is not pure and not beautiful. Also, history is really embedded in any culture, and Korea was a very poor country. The war only ended approximately 60 years ago, and Korea built to be what it is now in a very, very short time frame. Those from the Korean War are still alive today, and that's one of the reasons why you hear Korean parents and grandparents still having conservative views when it comes to a lot of things. Pale skin in the past was associated with those who had wealth in the family, social class, and those who were able to take care of their health a lot better, while the lower class was left to do most of the physical work such as farming and construction. So history really is still embedded in one's culture, and that's why, like, the netizen who wrote this says that it's an expression we use to another Korean by a Korean. Also, I think the whole point of a dating show is to gather up people who are all so different. Different in their ideal type, different in their job, different in personality. Put them together and see who's attracted to another. Maybe someone who really likes innocent, reserved looking girl might go for their opposite because they find them attractive now. I think that's the whole part of the dating show. And I think it's personally okay, and especially for a dating show, to describe your ideal type as it is. I mean, this is a Korean dating show with Koreans who only lived in Korea before, so their culture and the way they describe things are going to be a little bit different than international. And comments like Korea has been one of the most colorist countries for the past, which I don't agree with because I grew up in America. I faced so much racism because I was so yellow. Racism is a human problem. There's racism in Korea, in Japan, in UK, in freaking, I don't know, India. There's racism everywhere. But I do understand that in the international point of view, seeing that in the Netflix translation, it could cause a problem. Pretty much talking about beauty standards in general is like a no-no topic in America because we have the mentality of accept everyone for who they are, everybody's beautiful. But in other countries, that's not really the mentality. But what this particular dating show and what this particular guy said, I just know as a Korean myself, they did not mean it in a way I feel like the international fans kind of blew it up as. I know that in some cultures as well, being skinny is not a beauty standard at all. Like they want people to have skin and fat, which is their own version of beauty standards. But do people call them out and say you're just being discriminative to skinny people or people who want to exercise and stay healthy? No. I don't have big butt or big boob, and then being in America, I feel like not a lot of Americans like me or see me as a beauty standard, but I don't take that as discrimination. But again, like I said, I totally understand that seeing from an international point of view, I think that these international shows need to watch out and cater to also international audiences as well to a certain degree. But anyway, what did you guys think of the show and this whole controversy? I would love to know what your opinion is. Again, please be mature in the comments. We're here to discuss, not to fight with each other. So let's move on to the topic of who would I be interested in if I was stuck in this Inferno island. At first, when I was watching this show, I was like, ooh, I'm not attracted to anybody here if I was here. I was literally Chea, where she said that none of them are her ideal type. But if I had to pick one person, spoiler alert, so in about episode 5 or 6, they bring in some new cast. And I would pick that guy out of everyone, which is the tattoo guy. And I know this is so generic, but as a female, I would like the alpha males. For me personally, someone that is very authentic, someone very natural. And I feel like he fits that criteria better than anyone else. If I was a guy and I was going for the girl, who would I pick? I feel like there's two girls that I would go for if I was a guy, and that would be Soyeon or this girl, the new girl. I know everybody likes Tea because she is beautiful, she's stunning, but I feel like she would be too high maintenance for me as a guy going for the girl. And then the new girl, she seems honest and the most natural in my opinion. Now let me describe for fun, this is for fun you guys, why I wouldn't go for these guys. Number one, this guy. He seems like a playboy. He just seems like a straight up playboy. Appearance wise, he's not bad, but I feel like he is someone that tries to overly look good in front of girls or people that he doesn't know. And the fact that he went on so strong to Soyeon in the first night, and then just after that, like, he does that to some other girl. Did not like that. Now this guy, he's too emotional. He is too emotional. I could tell in the episodes he said that he hates hip-hop, like, hello? Just kidding. I mean, everybody has their own taste, but from what he says, it seems like he pretty much only likes ballad songs. And from my experience, guys who just only love ballad songs, their emotions and personality are too sensitive. This guy, I mean, the show is not showing this guy much, so I don't know who he is. Like, we can't even tell his personality because he's like rarely on any of the episodes. This guy, don't twist my words, y'all. I'm trying to find a word to describe. He seems too weak, in my opinion, as a guy. Like, in the first episode, people described him as someone that would be on an idol. I wouldn't vibe with this guy on a romantic level. Some people might. He's not bad. He's not bad. But I have a feeling that this type of guys only like girls based on their appearance. They go for the prettiest girls and they really don't like mediocre, or they don't really see personality or like other stuff first. I don't really love guys who only put appearance as their number one on the top list. I have the right to judge as a viewer and a paying Netflix account member. Well, my brother pays for it, but let me know in the comments down below, what kind of guys would you go for? Now let's talk about the girls if I would vibe with with them or not. I would totally vibe with Soyeon. I actually know her in real life. I've been to her boxing studios. She is so kind and she's exactly who she is, like portrayed on the show in real life. So she's just that natural, most authentic, healthy person. I think most people like her. Taeya is literally the friend that every girl wants. Like, you want to be her accessory, her taking you to all the bomb ass club, meet all her guy friends and girlfriends. Like, she is that cool girl. I would literally change my personality to fit with her if I don't. This girl, I feel like I wouldn't vibe with her. Nothing wrong with her, she's beautiful. We just have to see her for more episodes, but I just feel like I would least vibe with her. This Hattori girl, she is more like that girl that literally friends with everyone. Now this girl, she is very beautiful. She is a gamer, but she says that she loves to drink, and I feel like I just would not vibe with her as much as well, just based on her personality. But if I start talking about aliens and all the crazy stuff that I love to talk about, she would probably hardcore judge me. To be honest, you guys, if I was on the show, I feel like none of the guys would like me. Like, all these girls are so pretty. I would be happy and blessed if like one guy even liked me. I do not go up to guys. I cannot go up to guys first. Maybe if it was a show like with cameras, I would do it like as an act. All right, I'm gonna be trying this new lip product. This is my makeup and how I would portray myself in the show. And if I was in the show, what kind of character would I be? So I would be that weird crazy girl. So let me know what you guys think about the Singles Inferno show so far. I am hooked on it. Thumbs up if you liked that video, and see you guys in my next time.